Hello, I'm Oren Otter. This video is the Super Deluxe Reindeer Transformation sequence. This video consists of 4 hypnosis modules strung together seamlessly for your convenience. The first is the Christmas Eve Induction module, which will take you deep into trance. The second is the Reindeer Transformation, in which you will be turned into a reindeer. Part 3 is the First Flight Adventure, in which you will experience your first flight as a reindeer. And Part 4 is the Love the Cold Tweaker module, in which your preference for the cold will be tweaked to maximize your enjoyment. The combined hypnosis routine will last approximately 52 minutes. This is a no-wake routine, which means that at the end, you will be left in trance to come out in your own time. For obvious reasons, I recommend doing this when your schedule is clear. For those of you who may have any misgivings about hypnosis, I'd like to assure you that hypnosis is as safe as sleep. I won't, and in fact can't, make you do anything you don't want to do. And if you don't like whatever's going on, you're perfectly free to abort at any time. I want you to be as comfortable as possible, so I'd like you to be sitting or lying down in such a way that your head is supported if you completely relax. If you need to move your weight or scratch an itch, that's perfectly fine. Otherwise, just lie still, as quiet as possible, and just let me do the work. Now, if you're ready, we'll begin. I'd like you to start by closing your eyes and imagining it's Christmas Eve. You're visiting friends and family for the holidays. Right now, you're seated in an overstuffed armchair with a quilt across your lap. You're sitting in a warm, clean, and inviting den. To your right, there's a Christmas tree, festively and beautifully decorated, with candy canes and popcorn strings and 1,000 tiny little lights. In front of you, there's a fireplace where the stockings have been hung all in a row, and in that fireplace, a friendly crackling fire that's keeping your feet nice and toasty. To your left is a small side table with a plate of cookies and a warm drink. It might be hot cocoa or mulled cider or peppermint tea, whatever warm drink you would like. Beyond that table is a large bay window where you can look out and see gently falling snow. The ground is clean and white, and the trees are covered in a glistening layer of beautiful frost. In the sky, the aurora shimmers in ribbons of pink and green. From the kitchen come the enticing smells of pies baking. Apple, berry, pumpkin, mince, as well as the scents of cinnamon and peppermint. As you lean back and gaze into the fire, you can feel the warmth caressing your toes, just making them feel so very good. The warmth is making you just a little bit sleepy, and as the fire warms your toes, you can just feel all the muscles in your feet completely relax. As you pull that big comfy quilt up around you, you can feel a wonderful sense of warmth coming up through your legs. It's making all of the muscles in your leg just completely relax and be at rest. All of the muscles in your calves and shins are just relaxing And as the warmth comes up past your knees, into your hips and thighs, you can feel those muscles letting go too. Just letting all of the tension ease out, leaving you feeling so good, so completely stress-free. As you continue to gaze into the flames, you take a sip of your drink, and you can feel the warmth going down and filling you up, seeping out through your belly, making the muscles in your abdomen relax, and relaxing the muscles in your back as well. And as that warm feeling fills you up, you can feel it going down into your fingertips, coming up and filling your hands, making all of the muscles in your hands relax. It feels so good just to let everything go completely at ease, just relaxing, looking into the flames and listening. And you can feel the warmth coming up into your chest now and into your upper arms, making your biceps, your shoulders relax, making your pectorals relax, and your back and your collarbones, everything just completely relaxing and feeling so very good, just feeling absolutely wonderful. As you just settle back and stare into the fire, you become aware that someone has come along and tucked that quilt up around your shoulders, just making you feel so cozy, so very relaxed, and very, very good. That warm, cozy feeling that's been filling your body is now going up to your neck, making all of the muscles in your neck relax, just filling you with a sense of peace, a sense of comfort and relaxation. And now that warm, positive feeling is coming up into your head, making your ears feel just a little bit toasty, coming up into your face, making all the little muscles in your cheeks relax, all the muscles around your mouth, your nose, and your eyes. And as it comes up into the top of your head, you can feel all of the stress completely disappearing as you just lay back and relax and feel so very good. You're letting every muscle relax now, working only the muscles that you need to breathe. And as you breathe in that deep, warm energy, open your eyes, and as you breathe out, go ahead and let them close. Breathing in that warm, cozy energy, breathing out all your tension and stress. Each time you breathe in, you'll find that you feel a little bit more sleepy, and it's a little bit more difficult to open your eyes. And as you breathe out, it's a little easier to just let them close. Breathing in that warm, cozy feeling, opening your eyes just a little bit less, breathing out all of that leftover tension, and letting your eyes drift shut again. Breathing in, opening your eyes a bit less, breathing out, closing them a bit more easily. And if you want to just let your eyes drift close, let them close and lock shut. You're welcome to do that. Letting your eyes just close and lock shut as you breathe in that warm, cozy feeling and breathe out all of your stress and tension. And if you want to try to open your eyes now, you can go ahead and try, but you're going to find that they're not going to open because it just feels so very good to relax in this big comfy armchair, listen to the fire crackling and the sound of my voice, as you just completely relax, just breathing and feeling so very good as you sink deep into trance. In a moment, I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. Then I'm going to snap my fingers and tell you to sleep. And each time I do so, you're going to be able to go instantly and effortlessly into a blissful, deep state of trance. And every time I tell you to sleep and snap my fingers, you'll find that you're able to go even deeper into trance. And each time it's going to be instant and effortless because it just feels so very good to go deep into trance. 10, starting down into that deep state of trance. 9, just listening to the sound of my voice. 8, relaxing completely. 7, just letting go of all your stress. 6, feeling so very good. 5, going deeper the better you feel. 4, feeling better the deeper you go. 3, going so deep down now. 2, nearly there. 1, sleep. You're just feeling so very good now, so very cozy, so very warm and relaxed as you lay back in front of the fire and sleep. You're doing very well, going so much deeper into trance as you just relax, listen to the sound of my voice, and let my words craft your reality as you lay back and sleep. Feeling so very good, so very cozy and warm, just relaxing, sinking deep into that chair as you sleep. You're doing very well, and I'm going to bring you up out of trance now so that we can go even deeper. Coming up out of trance, with each number I count. 1, rising up just a little bit now. 2, a bit more with each number. 3, just feeling so very good still. 4, so very warm and cozy. 5, coming up bit by bit. 6, more and more. 7, starting to become aware of your surroundings now. 8, a little bit more awake. 9, open your eyes. 10, fully awake now, fully aware. Just taking a moment to get even more comfortable, stretching those muscles, allowing them to relax even more now as we go back into trance, going so much deeper than before. With each number I count, you'll be going 10 times deeper into that blissful state of trance. 10, going back down now. 9, feeling so very good. 8, so warm. 7, so very cozy. 6, just feeling absolutely excellent. 5, going deeper with each number. 4, feeling better and better. 3, going so very deep. 2, nearly there again. And 1, sleep. Doing so very good now. Just feeling so very nice. All of the stress and tension just completely leaving your body now as you lay back in your chair and you sleep. Going twice as deep now, just feeling so very good as you listen to the sound of my voice and relax, letting me do all the work for you and sleep. Going even deeper now, going 5 times deeper into that wonderful state of trance because it just feels so good to completely relax and sleep. Going 10 times deeper now, just feeling so very good because it just feels so wonderful to go into trance. It feels so good, and you know that there are wonderful things waiting for you each time you go into trance. Just relaxing completely as you listen to my voice and you sleep going to count backwards again, and when I snap my fingers and tell you to sleep, you'll find that you can go even deeper into this wonderful state of trance. And every time I snap my fingers and tell you to sleep, you'll find that you can go even deeper, feeling twice, 5 times, 10 times as good and as relaxed as you do right now. 10, starting to go deeper now. 9, feeling even more relaxed. 8, feeling better and better. 7, just completely at peace. 6, listening to my voice. 5, feeling so good. 4, going so far down into trance. 3, almost there. 2, going deeper and deeper. 1, sleep. Feeling so wonderful now. Feeling so very good and so completely relaxed. Wanting to go deeper because you feel better the deeper you go. And the deeper you go, the better you feel. And you just want to relax and sleep. Feeling so very good now, so completely at peace as you just listen to my voice and sleep. You're feeling so good now, so completely relaxed. I'm going to bring you up out of trance now, so that when we go back, you can go even deeper than before. I'm going to count upwards from 1 to 10. 1, you're feeling more awake now. 2, coming up little by little. 3, regaining consciousness. 4, becoming more aware of your surroundings. 5, coming higher up. 6, more and more. 7, feeling more and more awake. 8, almost there. 9, opening your eyes. And 10, fully awake now. Taking just a moment to get extra comfortable as we start down again, back into trance, counting from 10 down to 1. 10, going back down now. 9, feeling more and more relaxed. 8, going further and further into trance. 7, going even deeper than before. 6, feeling better and better the deeper you go. 5, going deeper the better you feel. 4, more and more. 3, deeper and deeper. 2, just feeling so very good. 1, sleep. You're doing very well now, feeling very good, very relaxed as you listen to the sound of my voice and let me do all the work, just clearing your mind of all your troubles as you relax and sleep. Feeling so very calm now, so very good, as you go 10 times deeper into trance every time I snap my fingers and tell you to sleep. Just feeling completely wonderful, feeling completely relaxed and completely at peace as you sleep. And you can feel a warmth permeating your body now, just making you feel so good, so completely relaxed, so completely calm as you sleep. You can feel that warmth spreading out through your body, spreading out through your skin, making you feel as though you're covered in a warm coat of fur. And that's what's starting to happen now. You can feel fur coming out through your skin, covering your entire body. It feels so wonderful, and it makes you feel happy because you've been chosen for something very special. You've been selected to be part of Santa's reindeer team this year. And now you're undergoing the transformation into a reindeer. The transformation is beginning in your feet as your toenails thicken, becoming large, hard, toughened hooves. And your feet are now extending, becoming the hind legs of a reindeer. Your legs are becoming shorter and thinner, changing into a reindeer's haunches. And it feels so warm and wonderful as the fur on your leg thickens, becoming completely cold-proof. The transformation is progressing upward now. You can feel a tail sprouting from the base of your spine. It's a small tail, but it's a good one, just right for a reindeer. Your body is becoming bigger now, your torso expanding, becoming large and strong and muscular, changing into the torso of a reindeer. You can feel your fingers changing now. Your fingernails are growing, thickening, and hardening into your front hooves. Your hands are lengthening, becoming so very long and thin. Your upper arms are shrinking in length and in width, but they're becoming so much stronger as they change into the front legs of a reindeer. You can feel your shoulders migrating forward now, so that your front legs will be directly underneath you when you stand. The fur all over your body and all over your arms is becoming so very thick now, making you feel warm and wonderful, as if you could withstand 1,000 blizzards as well you could. And now your neck is getting longer, becoming thick and muscular and strong, becoming the large, strong neck of a reindeer. And as the fur on your neck thickens, becoming so very shaggy, you feel your face beginning to stretch forward, your nose becoming leathery and black, your mouth changing into the long, graceful muzzle of a reindeer. Your eyes are moving apart toward the side of your head, becoming large and sensitive and beautiful. Long lashes extend from your eyelids to keep the snow out of your eyes. Your ears are extending outward from your head, becoming long and oval-shaped, just the perfect shape for a reindeer. And inside those ears, a thick white layer of fur that makes you feel as if you're wearing a big, comfy pair of earmuffs. And yet, your hearing is completely unimpaired. You feel like you could hear a snowflake fall from a mile away. That's how good your senses are. The transformation is almost complete now, and you can feel 2 little bumps rising from the top of your head. And as they grow upward, they branch out like 2 little trees, becoming the big, beautiful antlers of an adult reindeer. You look beautiful and you feel wonderful. You feel so very, very strong, but you also feel very, very light, as if you could just jump into the air and fly. And if you would like, you can even have a special extra. You can be one of the special reindeer with a nose that glows. Would you like that? If you said yes, then you can feel a warmth beginning to build in your nose. A happy warmth, the warmth of the Christmas spirit building up inside of your nose so that it becomes bright red and bioluminescent, giving off beautiful warm red light. And you can make your nose glow anytime you want. And when you don't want it to glow, then it will go dark for you. You're a very special reindeer now. And that's what you'll feel from now on. You'll feel like one of Santa's reindeer. Anytime you look in the mirror, you'll see a reindeer. And when you move away from the mirror, you'll remember seeing the reflection of Santa's reindeer. Whenever you look at your shadow, you'll see the big, strong silhouette of a reindeer. And when you listen to your footsteps, you'll hear the clopping of reindeer hooves. When you smell yourself, you'll smell the scent of fresh hay mixed with peppermint and apple pie spice and all the other wonderful smells of Christmas. Whenever you move, it's going to feel as though you're walking on air. And when you run, it will feel just like you're flying, zooming through the Christmas Eve night. But most importantly, anytime you look at yourself or think about the fact that you're a reindeer, it's going to make you feel happy, and it's going to fill you with an intense Christmas joy, a joy that you just can't help but share with other people, and you'll want to wish them a Merry Christmas. And you'll want to do everything that you can to ensure that they have a jolly holiday. And you can be a reindeer for as long as you want. And when you want to go back to being yourself, you'll find that you're able to do so immediately, without any effort. And when you want to be a reindeer again, all you have to do is listen to this routine once again, and you'll be immediately transformed back into a reindeer. Proceeding back down into trance once again. 10, going back down again. 9, floating down into that state of trance. 8, just feeling so very good. 7, feeling as if you're floating in space. 6, feeling absolutely wonderful. 5, relaxing more and more. 4, feeling so much better the deeper you go. 3, going deeper the better you feel. 2, nearly there now. And 1, sleep. Going twice as deep as you were before. Just feeling so very wonderful, so very relaxed, as you lay there and listen to the sound of my voice, and you sleep. Going 5 times as deep now, feeling so very good, so very relaxed, letting everything go, and just letting my voice do the work for you, as you just relax and feel good, and sleep. Going 10 times deeper into trance now, feeling so very wonderful, so very relaxed, so very peaceful and happy and content, as you listen to my voice, and you sleep. Going further and further down into a deep sleep, a very deep sleep. Feeling very, very happy because some exciting things are about to happen. You've been transformed into a reindeer, and you're going to be part of Santa's reindeer team this year. and you're looking forward to it very much. Just the very thought of being part of that reindeer team is filling you with a sense of anticipation and happiness. As you lay in front of a warm, crackling fire, you think back to the events of this week. You came up here to the Northlands to visit some family and friends, and you've had a wonderful time so far. You went to the shopping mall to meet Santa, and when you spoke to him, he asked you what you would like for Christmas. And you sheepishly admitted that the thing you would like most of all is to be part of his reindeer team. And Santa just smiled, because he knows what a good person you are, and he rewards goodness. So he agreed to make you part of his reindeer team. Earlier today, an elf came by, and he fixed a special drink for you. And as you drank it, your body filled with a warm, pleasant feeling. You drifted to sleep in front of the fire, and as you lay there, gently dozing, you were slowly transformed into a reindeer. And now that same elf is back, and he's motioning you to come to the door. So you stand up, and you move towards the door. He motions to you to come outside, and so you do. The elf closes the door behind you and leads you out into the yard, an area that's large and open and covered with a clean white sheet of snow. The elf is very friendly. He pets your neck and tells you congratulations on making the reindeer team this year. You still feel so absolutely thrilled at the idea, and you give a happy snort in response. Now it's time for you to get in a little bit of flying practice, says the elf. I know that you've never flown before, so I'm going to give you a little time to try it out and get your wings, so to speak. So go ahead and fly around for an hour or so, and when you come back, I'll be waiting for you at the stables. If reindeer could giggle, you would, because this is just such an awesome moment. You're about to take your first flight as a reindeer. As the elf takes a step back, you experimentally raise one front hoof into the air, followed by one back hoof. Gently, you bring the other front hoof up, and amazingly, you're not falling forward. Just one foot left on the ground now. And so you begin pulling it up, and you find yourself hovering above the snow. You feel a little bit unsteady at first, and that's to be expected. This is your first time off the ground after all. Now, how to move forward. You kick the air a bit, which makes you a little bit more unstable yet, and you stumble. Your front hooves go back down on the ground again to keep you from falling. Well, let's try that again, shall we? Again, you raise one hoof, and then the other, until you're floating once again. This time you kick a little bit more gently, beginning to move forward a little more with each hoof that you move, as if you're swimming through the air. You're going a little faster now, rising higher and higher as you go. And as you fly in small circles around the yard, you're finding that you're a little bit wobbly. But the more you fly, the easier it becomes to maintain your balance and fly straight. And so you rise higher and higher, up to the level of the second story of the house, up to the top of the trees, spiraling higher and higher. You're twice as high as the housetops now, and continuing to climb, continuing to ascend in small circles as you fly around the block. The town is becoming smaller and smaller beneath you, And as you start to fly in wider and wider circles, you're greeted by updrafts from the chimneys below. And those warm updrafts are carrying the pleasant smells of freshly baked bread, of Christmas cookies and cakes, and all manner of good things. And as you continue to fly higher and higher, you straighten out your flight path, and you fly over the town, watching the houses and the trees and all the tiny people passing by below you, admiring all of the festive decorations on the houses below as they light up the streets. Block by block passes by beneath you until the town gives way to farms. Cows and horses look up at you curiously, wondering about this strange flying animal above them. And in your reindeer voice, you trumpet a Merry Christmas to them as you continue flying further and faster and higher. Farm after farm passes by below you, and when there are no farms, forest. You find yourself passing over mile upon mile of trees as you just take in the beautiful night around you. With no city lights to disturb your vision, you can clearly see millions of stars on your left, and on your right, the shimmering lights of the aurora borealis. The beauty of it all is almost overwhelming, and as the forests pass by, you find yourself coming upon mountains. So you decide to play a little bit, and you swoop down low over the rocks and hills of the mountains. And to make sure that you don't hit anything, you think it would be a good idea to shed a little light on the ground below. And so you focus on your nose, and you feel a warmth start to build within your muzzle. Soon a bright red light is emanating from your nose. The hair on the bridge of your nose keeps it from shining directly in your eyes, making it just illuminate the ground below you and nothing else. As you fly around the mountain peaks, pass by the rocks and fly underneath the branches of trees, you feel so proud of yourself for having gotten so good at flying so quickly. You make an amazing reindeer, and this flight is just filling your heart with absolute joy. And as you're playing your reindeer games, you hear a strange noise, a very out-of-place noise up here in the cold mountains. It sounds almost as if a little girl is crying. So you pause and hover in midair, listening carefully. There it is again, the sound of crying. And you think back to earlier today when you were watching the news and you heard a story about a little girl becoming lost up in the mountains. Surely that must be her. And so you follow your keen reindeer ears, getting closer and closer to the sound of the crying, using your nose to illuminate the area. Until at last, the light of your nose falls upon a little girl in a pink coat, trying in vain to keep warm, huddled against the side of a cliff. And so you begin heading downward, getting closer and closer to the girl's location, and suddenly you realize that you've never landed before, but this is something that you have to do. And so you land in the snow a bit unsteadily, but you make it. The little girl seems frightened at first, and you realize that you're shining your light directly at her. She can't see you clearly, so you move your head to one side allowing her to see your beautiful furry reindeer form. Bit by bit, the child's fear is replaced with a sense of awe. She's just seen a flying reindeer. You step a little closer to her, slowly at first, making sure not to make any sudden moves. You lie down in front of her, and you motion with your head for her to climb on your back. She's a little bit hesitant at first, but after a little nuzzle, she feels confident to trust you and climbs on your back. Making sure that she has a tight grip on the fur on the back of your neck, you take a few steps forward. You pick up speed, and you leap over the side of a cliff. The girl screams. Then she realizes that you're not falling. You're flying, and she's flying right along with you. Squeals of fear give way to squeals of delight as you head back toward the town, with the northern lights on your left and the stars on your right. The girl hugs your neck, feeling safe for the first time tonight. Forests once again give way to farmland, and farmland to the houses of the town. In the town square below, you see a policeman making his nightly rounds, with his hands wrapped around a hot cup of coffee. And so you head down toward the square, and as you land in front of the policeman, he drops his coffee in sheer surprise. A flying reindeer with a glowing nose yet. He just can't believe his eyes. You lay down in front of the policeman so that the child can dismount. And as you leave her, she gives you one last big hug of thanks. Bugling your goodbyes, you jump into the air, taking off once again for home. And when you return home, you see the elf waiting by the stables for you, just as he promised. How did you enjoy your first flight? He asks you. Did you have fun? Did you see anything exciting? And you just smile to yourself. You could tell him your story, but you decide not to brag. It's enough that you know what happened tonight. And so you let the elf guide you into the stable without a word. The elf leads you into a stall where you lay down and drift off to sleep in a warm bed of straw and wait for the morning when you'll be taken to meet Santa. When you awaken, you'll remember everything that happened, and it will make you so very happy knowing that you had your first flight as a reindeer and that you rescued a little girl, and you had a wonderful time throughout all of it. Merry Christmas, reindeer. It's morning now, and you find yourself eager to greet the new day, knowing that special things are going to happen today. As you look out the stable door, you can see a few snowflakes falling, and now that you're a reindeer, you find that you like the snow even more than before. And so you stand up and head out of the stable into the open to enjoy the snow and the frigid air. Just feeling so very good now, everything about you calm and relaxed and cool and just feeling wonderful. And as you relax, you start to become aware that you're lying in an open meadow. There's a refreshing breeze blowing around you, and it just feels so very good. And as you look around, you see that the ground is covered in a lovely blanket of glistening white snow. And seeing the snow just makes you so very happy. It feels like this is where you were born to be. It just makes you feel so absolutely wonderful just looking at this snow, because it is so beautiful, so white and pristine. And as you continue to look around, you see trees that are covered with a layer of frost. And that frost just looks so beautiful. It makes everything gleam and glisten and just look absolutely gorgeous. And it also makes you happy to look at this frost, because it just makes everything so beautiful, so wonderful. Everything just looks so bright and clean and pleasant, and you're enjoying being here so much. You look up at the sky, and you see that the sky is blanketed by thick gray clouds, and yet they're not really gray, they're more silver. It's as if the entire sky had become a treasure trove of silver coins, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. And you feel happy looking up at this silver sky. Everything about this place just makes you feel happy and calm and right at home. It's as if this were the place you were born to be. The air around you feels cool and crisp, and it doesn't bother you the least bit. In fact, it feels good. It's almost as if you spent your entire life feeling much too hot, and now the cool air just feels so refreshing, just the way you would expect a reindeer to feel. Others may complain that the temperatures are freezing, but it doesn't bother you. It feels absolutely wonderful to be standing out here in the snow and enjoying the clean, cold air. It makes you absolutely comfortable and just leaves you feeling so very good. As you take a deep breath, your lungs fill with the pure, clean air. There is nothing bad about this cold. It just feels as if you were born to stand right here in the snow and the cold, enjoying the beauty and feeling wonderful. And as you stand here, enjoying the clean, cool air, you feel a snowflake fall upon your cheek. That snowflake is soon followed by another, and another. It's snowing now, and the air is becoming filled with tiny white flakes drifting down onto the beautiful white ground below. It feels absolutely wonderful just to be standing here watching the snow drift quietly and peacefully down. And as the snow falls around you, you think to yourself that you never want to leave this place, because it's just so peaceful and beautiful and wonderful. This is your native element. The snow is falling a little bit more thickly now, and a little breeze comes by, making swirls and eddies in the falling snow. It's just so beautiful to watch, and it makes you happy to stand here in the snow and just look and watch the beauty all around you. The temperature is continuing to fall as the snow comes a little more thickly, but you don't mind at all, because the cold feels absolutely wonderful, and the snow is just so very beautiful, blanketing everything in a pristine sheet of white. It makes you so happy just to feel this good and to see all this beauty around you. The cold just feels so wonderful against your hide, and you know that every time you feel the cold air of winter, you'll just feel so very good, just like you do right now. Every time you see the snow and feel snowflakes on your nose and on your face, you'll just feel so wonderful, so very cool and calm and peaceful. When your friends are complaining and huddling for warmth and zipping up their jackets, you'll just feel absolutely wonderful, and you'll want to take all of the cold air and snow right in because it just makes you feel so good.